We are back with the Sheikh and Dennis drama show, I guess we can call it. The Sheikh and Dennis drama show. Posted the other one, the game the other day, which I think that one was on the ranked ladder, right? Yeah, that was on the ranked ladder. And we saw some insane Culverin micro from Dennis, which ended up winning out against Shaky Boy. This game was part of the EPL tournament for ESOC. So I've asked this game to be sent. I'm going to take this game from ESOC. And it was such a... I was watching it, and it was such a crazy build that I haven't... I knew of, but didn't really know about. So yeah, so I wanted to make sure that everyone that doesn't watch the tournament side of things on Twitch, so they could just see this build as well and see like the fun games. There's a couple of games from the tournament that I really want to capture, and this is definitely one of them. So we have Dennis playing as Ethiopia going up against Sheikh playing Otto. I think this, I don't know, this might have been the 5th game. I think it was like 2-2 at this point. So yeah, really, really close series between these two guys. I'm pretty sure this was the final game. And in my opinion, it was the most exciting one. It was the most fun one. Generally with me, the most fun games to me are the one with the best builds, the builds that you very rarely see. So that's why, yeah, that's what's fun to me. That's why I love this game so much as well, because there's just infinite amount of builds. Like, honestly, this game should be like esports level. I swear to God, this game with esports would be insane. And if we had more regular patches, balanced patches. Like, there's like, you know, like all the esports games, like RTS games that have been out there and stuff like that. Like, you tend to see the same builds over and over, and it's just the difference in micro, you know, tiny little micro differences. Age of Empires 3 is not like that. Age of Empires 3 is a different ball game altogether. It is, yes, it's very heavy on the micro, but also you can theory craft a build from scratch and just catch your opponent off guard and you know, do something that no one has ever seen before. And I think that's so cool. But anyways, enough of me droning on about my love for this game. Let's have a look at the decks. So Sheikh going, I mean, looks like he's going for a fast industrial here. Does have, okay, looks like he's going to do the Callan Janissary FI. Callan kind of made this card quite popular recently. We saw him use this card to beat Revnak, you know, probably a couple of months ago now. So yes, it's a really cool card. Janissary is just so good as well. Doesn't have the Moss constructions or anything like that, so he's not going to go for the Moss construction build. What's he aging up with? The Quartermaster. Okay, so going for 400 wood age up. So probably gonna, yeah, okay, he's gonna chop to put down a trade post. Go for hunting dogs, maybe? Yeah, he's going for hunting dogs. Put in one villager here. Wow, he took it away. There you go. Trying to make sure he gets the right amount, perfect amount. Okay, so yeah, hunting dogs comes in. And with the Quartermaster, I imagine we'll see Stagecoach for 200 food and 200 wood. And then the extra 200 wood might be put down a barracks, maybe? 700 coin comes in. 700 wood straight after. So standard FF, just a greedy version of it. Honestly, I don't think you need to chop at all if you go... what does he... Okay. Doesn't have the torps on this map. Does have a house at Oldenburg, which is very good for the scientific expeditions, though. Yeah, so I don't know what he'll put down with that 400 wood. He'll probably age up first. So he'll probably age up before he goes to Stagecoach, which I think would be smart. Just make sure you get that age up in as quickly as possible. Although, you know, waiting for Stagecoach, you're going to lose out. But, you know, it's okay to wait because you're still getting XP from the trade post. So it's not like you're really losing out on anything. Because XP is technically a resource as well. But it's going to be a bit of a slower age up, but still relatively fast, all things considered. Let's go have a look over at Dennis. This is where the build fun happens. 1v1 Den FI. So both of these guys planning, their decks are planned to go for fast industrials. I'm not sure what he's aged up with here, who he aged up with, but we do see 700 wood. Yeah, I think it might have been Habesha, because he does have the war camp, so it looks like he aged up with Habesha, which gives you like the 300 coin, and you can see there he's got about 300 coin. Okay, the wood. Oh wait, I don't actually know. Is this the 700 wood? Yeah, I think it was Habesha. And the 700 wood, he's obviously got a second trade post. Well, he's got 2 trade posts. Snares is coming in as well, so very wood heavy. This is why he sent 700 wood first. Stagecoach is here now, or it's on the way. 700 coin is here, but again, he's going for both of these guys going for greedy FFs. So both of them going for Stagecoach FF, which is to be expected on this map. You generally always go for the Stagecoach. Oh, wow. Okay, putting down a second war camp. I don't think you need to do that now. Like that's just wasting villager seconds to build that. When these villagers, that's 2 villagers there that could just be on food. And get that age up in quicker. Okay, so Coach is here. It could instantly put that onto food. Oh, he's going to put it on influence. Okay, TP's on influence. I like it. Still isn't aging up, though. Going to go for the castle with 300 influence. Okay. Sending that whilst aging up. All right, all right. Aging up with the Portuguese. Oh, you know, he changes it. Ah, here we go. This is why I wanted to watch this game, baby, because I guarantee you haven't seen this build before. He is going up with the Indians, which means I think it gives you, the age up gives you a market, an Indian market, so you can get like hunting eagles, and you can get like those market techs. But that's not why normally you want to go for India. Why you want to go for India is because now he can make Indian units, so he can make the Howdah and the Mahout from the castle, which is why he's sending the castle here. Putting the castle near the trade post, kind of clever actually. Not using it to protect his town center, using it to more so to protect his trade post, but also to keep it quite safe if he wants, because if he wants to make units from it, he doesn't know if he's going to get pushed in age 3 here. Shake's about to age up. What's he aging up with? Is it the Abbas? No, it's the Scout. It's the Delhi. So Delhi are on the way. First shipment is going to be the 5 spy. Hey, we're seeing this, and I think he's going to go 1k coin behind this. Yeah, we're seeing this build a lot recently. Julian actually did this build. I've been doing this build a lot recently as well in the 1v1 ranked ladder. But I'll tell you what, I pretty much copied it from Look Tom and just did it slightly differently. Julian's been doing it in the tournament. Now Shake's doing it in the tournament. Guys, I'm telling you, Look Tom was ahead of his time when it came to auto builds. Look Tom was ahead of his time. Look Tom has been doing this Spahi, this semi-Spahi into 1k coin build for like years now. And that's why his auto was so feared. Dennis has also got to Fortress Age. You can see there's some influence on the floor. There's the man to want to say, but that is there's the Indian market. Oh, but the market might get caught by the Delhi. You don't want to lose that market. Don't lose the market for free. There's market text to be had there. You're losing out on eco. The Indian market going down. In come the spy as well. And now the spy are just going to run riot through everything. What do we have? We have HOWDAHs on the way. But how long are the HOWDAHs going to take to get here? I'm trying to make a joke from how, but it's not working. And unfortunately, the HOWDAHs just are going to be 20 seconds too slow, unfortunately, there. Don't think he loses a villager, though. Okay, interesting. Dennis going for the Infinite 8 Semi-Fatting Cow and 1 life stock card. He does already have 5. He already has 5. So the reason he's probably sending that is probably just for the influence. There come the HOWDAH. Now, this is why I want to see this build. You can make HOWDAHs with Ethiopia. And do you want to know one of the reasons why? I'm not going to go out there and say HOWDAHs for Ethiopia are better. However, there is there is something to be said that perhaps they could be better than the Indian Howdahs. Now, hear me out. Oh, we're going to see some Howdah into cavalry there. Oh, pick it up. Look how quickly they pick up a spy. 72 with a 2.75 multiplier versus Delhi, versus cavalry. And they're going to sacrifice the Delhi to allow the spy to run away there. Beautiful stuff. Good micro on both sides. Now, where was I? Okay, so Howdahs, one reason why they are potentially better than India Howdahs is because they get to shadow tech. So they shadow tech into age 4, which is crazy because the upgrade for them is very, very expensive. Another reason is they can age up with the Jesuits, which I believe is the Portuguese age up. Now, the Portuguese age up, or the Jesuit, whichever the Jesuit one is, which I think is the Portuguese age up, you get, with that age up, so obviously you can't do it, you have to do it as a separate age up from the Indian age up. But if you do go with the Jesuits, you get the smokeless gunpowder tech at the monasteries. So if you get that tech, that's like an extra 10% gunpowder attack for the Howdahs. So with that tech, with the fact that they shadow tech, with the fact that Ethiopia has Abans, and Abans is particularly good for high HP units for healing, like the Sebastopol Mortar, for example. So yeah, so there is definitely something to be said for the Ethiopia aging up with the or making Howdahs that are better than India. Of course, India get elephant upgrades and all that sort of stuff, but that takes a lot of shipments. They have to manually upgrade their units as well, by very expensive techs into age 4. They don't get healers. I mean, the Indian healers, heroes technically are, but not very good. You know, so they can't heal whilst in battle either. So, you know, there's definitely something to be said about Ethiopian Howdahs. Sheikh has aged up. He's going to be getting guard janissaries. Okay, he's taking into guard janissaries. And there you go. Look at that beautiful guard tech. The moment he gets into age 4, he gets those beautiful golden elephant armor. And they go straight up to 90 ranged attack. And 1,001 HP. The Spahi coming in for a raid there. They're going to take out an Aban. But he's going to lose one Spahi. One Spahi for one Aban. Probably a bad trade for Sheikh. I think the Howdahs should have chased there as well. Spy have 6.5 speed. Howdahs have 5.5. So I guess the Spy could have ran away. But look at that. 3 more Howdahs coming in. They are very expensive, though. They cost 550 influence. You can put the trade post on influence. You can see here what his Abans, or his monastery, should I say, are on maximum 50% influence, which is the highest level of influence you can get for them. So 50% coin, 50% influence. He does have, look at this. He has in total 11 Zabu cattle, which are all producing 0.15 influence per second. So 0.15 times 11 is what, 1.2 influence per second, which is not great. But if these get fully fattened, I believe it goes, is it 0.5 maybe? Maybe not that much. No, it's 0.3 maybe. I think it doubles. So yeah, so once these Zebu Katus are fully fattened, that influence rate will go up for them. So yeah, so really teching, and look, look at this. He's just making, is that 5? Is he just yeah, he's making another 5 Zebu cow. That's like 100 coin for each cow. So he's just sacrificing 500 coin there. But look at the influence go. Look at that influence charge up. And 1,000 influence is going to be spent to 22 Somalian allies. Interesting. So going for the Somalian allies, these guys are skirmishers, which have a bonus versus artillery. So maybe is thinking about the Great Bombards being in play here, which no doubt they will be. He has sent Sebastopol Mortars. So 2 Sebastopol Mortars are in. And don't forget, they Shadow Tech as well. So they're champion Sebastopol Mortars now. So they are big boys. Big boys. Yeah, so such a cool build with the Howdahs. I love seeing this. I hope we see more of this because this is such a funky build. Look, he has gone with the Conquistador, so he has aged up with the Jesuits, but I don't think he sent the tech for the smokeless gunpowder because I think they get over 100 damage maybe, or very close to 100 damage. So he can ship that. I don't think he sent it anyway. So that would be a nice bonus here. Sheikh, let's go look over him. He's on 39 vills. He's on 3 trade posts. Look, sorry, 3 town centers. Does obviously have stagecoach as well for his trade post. 41 vills. So yeah, so 1 factory coming in. Okay, his first shipment was Ogland School. I'm not sure about that. I think you will definitely want to get your factories out first before you get the cheaper. But maybe that's right. Oh, nice. Killed the Explorer before he got the big crack shot off. The Abans are ready as well. Look at this. The Abans are ready for the healing. The Somali Darudes are there. The Sebastopol Mortars are here. Dennis is like up 5k score. This is looking really good for him right now. Sheikh does have the better eco. What's that? G-Easy script ships 400 influence per current mountain monastery. Does he have max mountain monasteries? Look at that! A batch of 5 honored howdahs coming in. Yes, he does. He has 5 mountain monasteries. So that's going to be 5 times 4. That's going to be 2,000 influence. Howdahs are 550 each. So for a full batch of them, it's so expensive. It's like over 2,000 influence. But the Sebastopol Mortars are here now, and they act as mortars. Look at them go, baby. Sheikh's going to have to pull something out of the bag here. He just, basically has just Janissary. And the Sebastopol Mortars will do so much work versus them, but they are guard. They do have 323 HP. Culverin's coming in, okay, making some Nef tenure as well. I think Nef tenure is a good shout. I don't know if you need Culverin. Oh, maybe. Yep, look at this. Making sure these honored howdahs are getting healed up. You can see there the Abans are healing. They're really good for the healing for the Sebastopol Mortars as well. There are still some Spy here alive. Are we going to see go time? Sheikh has 2 bombards on the way as well behind all of this. He's on the retreat. The Spy dive forward. The howdahs should make more work of them. The Sebastopol Mortars are running away, but they should be attacking the Jans. The Janissaries are getting so close here. Oh my goodness me. Janissary just move forward. That is what they specialize in. No! The howdahs are getting melee. No! That's the Spy are going for the flank as well. What has Dennis done here? 2 Sebastopol Mortars going down. Howdahs are going down. Is this the world's biggest throw here from Dennis? Sheikh just marched forward. He just moved forward with Janissaries. Was that the biggest blunder? Was that tournament nerves? The Culverins are here, but for no reason. There's a couple of great bombards. The Culverins might try and sneak around for a cheeky flank against them. We've seen Dennis's micro capability with these Culverins before. The Somali Darudes have bonuses as well. Okay, 2 bombards go down pretty much for nothing as well. So that was quite nice. But yeah, I mean, still up 6k score though. Still up 6k score. And now there's no Spy to worry about, so he can just kite everything here for free. Although, as I say that, 6 Spy here on the way. 56 Vils here for Sheikh. But Dennis, what? I mean, he's still up 6k score almost. But what a blunder that was. 38 Vils. So he's got a lot less villagers, but don't forget, he's got a lot of cow eco, if that's what you want to call it. Oh my god, he just sacrificed. Oh, I know what he did. Okay. So Dennis sold all of the Zebu cattle because there's a tech from the livestock market where you can sell all of your cattle in order to get a load of influence. So he probably got like 2 to 3k influence for all of those Zebu cattle. So very nice stuff by him. He'll probably have to rebuild. But the flank coming in, the bombards, the Janissaries, the Spy, it's all coming together. And there's nowhere near as many howdahs as there used to be. And even though the howdahs will eventually kill the Spy, oh no, not before the Janissaries catch up. The bombard goes down. Another huge batch of howdahs. There's just not a lot of stuff here to quickly melt the Janissaries either. The Sebastopol Mortars went down. There's not a lot on their tenure. Somali Darudes are skirmishers in name only. They don't actually have a multiplier versus heavy infantry. Oh, Revnak's mum would be proud. Look at the tails in those bad boys. Oh, God, I'd sniff those bad boys all day. I'd like to sniff under there. What's going on down here? Oh, wow, that was a cheeky mountain monastery. So, yeah, Dennis has received an insane amount of influence. He sold all of his livestock cattle to get influence. You saw he sent this card, which gave him 400 influence time 5. So you've got 2,000 influence from that, and all of this influence is being used here, predominantly for all of these HOWDAHs. The problem is, those big bursts of influence will die down now. He's going to have to slowly build up the Zebu cattle kind of livestock back in order to get some good eco back for the influence as well. He does have both his trade posts on influence, but that's going to trickle in really only a small amount. So again, going to have to rely on the mountain monasteries to produce the majority here of the influence. He's still producing a lot. Look, he is still producing a lot here. Sending 10 villagers. The infinite 10 villager card, interesting. Not terrible, but not great. I mean, it's an okay card. It's infinite, so you could just keep sending that to get a decent amount of eco. Okay, catching a batch of Spahi there. Really, there's 3 Spahi there. Wow, just gone down instantly. That is definitely what the doctor ordered. And Shake's brought the score right back. Look at the score. 1k in it. I mean, Shake does have 3 town centers producing villagers for a long time now. He does have both factories, by the looks of it, producing great bombards. So yeah, this game is not over by any stretch. And maybe Dennis, I mean, he's 2k score up, but this could be a comeback of the century here. Champion infantry. Okay, that's going to be good for the Nef tenure. When these gold mines and the mountain monasteries do run out of coin here, that's not only going to mean he's going to run out of coin, it's going to mean he's going to run out of influence as well. So Dennis might, once the influence runs out, he's probably going to have to switch up his army composition and probably just go for like Javelin Rider, Nef tenure, and play it out that way. Because the HOWDAH spike is huge at the beginning of the game, but definitely will die down. But look how, can we just talk about how cool these guys are? And the fact that you can make them with Ethiopia is so cool. It gives people, like, because it's such a cool unit that is exclusive only to India. But the fact, but this allows another civ in the game to make one of the coolest looking units in the game. So I just absolutely love that. Ethiopia can go full elephant build. Don't forget they can make Mahouts as well. So you can do exactly the same build with Mahouts instead of HOWDAH. Okay, he's making some more culverins. There is a tech to make the culverins cost 50% influence and 50% coin. But he hasn't sent that. I do think that if he sent Berber allies this game instead of Somali allies, like the Berber allies, like 15, I don't know, I think they're champion as well. 15 champion Berber allies. They might have nerfed it to elite. I can't remember, but if it is champion, it's so insane. And it would have body blocked the Spahi, so the Spahi would have got absolutely eradicated. But also on top of that, you could have kept microing the Janissaries to force them into melee and then keep shooting the Berber allies, the Berber camels. And then like the Nef tenure and the HOWDAHs would have absolutely destroyed the Janissaries behind all of it. So, and the Sebastopol mortars would have had a chance to play that game. So yeah, I honestly think he needed the Berber allies instead of the Somali Darudes. Sheikh is just pushing in once again. Just push forward. This is what is so OP about Jan Bombard. It doesn't matter how many culverins you have. You just march forward. I mean, Bombards have almost 500 HP. Guard Janissaries have 355 HP. It's just insane. Got something going on over here. A couple of Janissaries trying to raid around here. He's sending in Chua Elites, which is going to be Guess Kenya and Nef tenure hit points and all actions damage for 15%. So that's actually a nice tech. Yeah, nice. Unpacks his culverins to get out of there. Probably wants to unpack the howitzer as well. And, okay, this is a good fight here for Ethiopia. These HOWDAHs smacking for 90 ranged attack at 16 range, absolutely destroying the Abba's guns. You can kite Janissaries as well, and this is exactly what he should be doing. He should be kiting with all of these units. And the Janissaries are forced to flee. The big batch of Abba's guns coming in. Oh, loads. All of these Abba's guns coming out of nowhere. Look at the influence stacking up here for Ethiopia. 61 vills to 91 for Sheikh. And Sheikh's actually, I've just looked at the score. Sheikh's up in score by quite a bit as well. Howdahs are going down. They are so expensive. Losing them is so bad. Abascon's doing work now. Is this the change of the game? Is this the comeback of the century here? Dennis had like an 8 to 9k score lead this game. And he fumbled the bag in one failed swoop. Like I said, I think Berber allies would have been so much better than Somali Darudes. So much better. You do get champion Darude, so I do think you get champion Berbers. Oh, and look at this. Yeah, top killer coming in. So the Great Bombards are going to get like 500 HP now. Over 500 HP. It's just insane. Otto, why are you so lame? Why are you so good? More Mountain Monster is going down. Oh, that's nice, though. Big batch of field guns there. Like Howdahs, like all of the units from the castle, every unit that gets made gets shadow teched. Sheikh, for all intents and purposes, now has max eco, max villagers is in. Going for some natives. House of Jagelian does have okay, it's 2 House of Jagelians going down. All right, we've got a big fight going on here. Field gun's gonna do work. Colburn's gonna do work. They are Colburn Royales. Not that many Howdahs anymore, so the Howdahs aren't gonna be that useful here. And they're all very weak as well. Gonna have to rely on those field guns to do work there. He's still got 5 of them alive, but he calls GG. Can't deal with the Janissaries and Bombards. And what an insane build by Dennis, and what a crazy throw as well. But great, well played by Sheikh. You know, don't get me wrong. It looks simple, but he microed right with those Janissaries. You dive the spy in, slow everything down, and all of the units were bumping into each other. They were being slowed, and the Janissaries just move forward, and that's what they needed to do. And Sheikh microed that well, but Dennis, it felt like he fumbled really hard there, and I'm so gutted he didn't send the Berber allies. If he sent the Berber allies instead of the Somali allies, it would have been so different there. But I wanted to watch this game because of how cool this build was. It makes me want to pick up Ethiopia again and do a build like this. You don't get to see Howdahs very often outside of India, but now you do. You can make Howdahs with Ethiopia. And on top of that, like I was talking about earlier, there is a case to be made that Ethiopian elephants can be better in power spike, not in like overall stats, of course, because India have cards, but for like the tempo that the shadow tech for them gives, the smokeless gunpowder, you can always have that tech, you know, with those things, with 2 Sebastable mortars being able to be sent behind them. There is definitely a case to be made that they're even better in some respects than the Indian Howdahs, and they only cost influence. I mean, influence is very expensive, but it is just influence, so you can make other units whilst making influence. Again, another case to be made because they get an extra resource that can just make them, whilst export for India can't make them. So yeah, so let me guys know what you think about this build. I think it was so cool seeing Howdahs, seeing age 4 Howdahs, those beautiful golden boys, with another civ other than India. That's why I thought this was such cool. And this was game 5, so it was 3-2 to big Shaky boy in EPL. Well played to Sheikh. It was a very, very good series. I'll put the ESOC details in below if you want to follow on YouTube or on Twitch. ESOC are streaming all of their tournaments on YouTube now. So if you're not on Twitch, which is fine, you can also stream them, watch them being live played and live casted on YouTube. So go and give ESOC a follow. They're the biggest kind of community event for tournaments and all of that sort of stuff for Age of Empires 3. So it'd be really good if you can follow them for, you know, and just to support the community. It would be fantastic. Give myself a follow and a like as well if you're feeling generous, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did, and I will catch you in the next game with another, hopefully, amazing, unique build, because I guarantee you have not seen that before. Peace out.